Puzzle 8, Wavelength, and this one is unlike anything we have done so far in this entire packet. Look at the puzzle page. As you can see here on the screen, there are no grids, no letters to extract, no logic to work through on paper, just a flavor text that says you find a mysterious game box, open it, and a link. That's it. The whole puzzle is a link to a web app. You click it, and a little robot appears and wants to play a game with you. The game is called Wavelength, a popular party game. So before we dive in, let me explain how Wavelength actually works. So Wavelength is a party game where you have a card with two opposite things written on it, like quiet on one side and loud on the other, or cold on one side and hot on the other. That's your spectrum, a line going from one extreme to the other. That there's a hidden target zone somewhere on that spectrum, a sweet spot. Someone gives a clue word and everyone else tries to guess where on the spectrum that word falls. In this puzzle, you are playing against a robot. You type in a word, the robot decides where that word sits on the spectrum, and your goal is to type a word that lands exactly in the blue target zone. Simple idea, but here's the twist in this puzzle. The clue cards are smudged. You can't read them. As you can see here on the screen, when you first open the web app, you have five spectrums waiting for you. But look at the clue cards on the right side of each one. Both sides are completely blacked out. You have no idea what the spectrum is measuring. So you are playing blind. You type in a word, like random word, and the robot tells you one of two things. Either the robot gets confused and says, sorry, this word has nothing to do with this spectrum. As you can see here, when someone typed dog and the robot said, it does not look related at all. So, um, or the robot places the word somewhere on the dial and shows you where it landed. And from that, you start figuring out what the spectrum is actually about. It's like being handed a thermometer with no labels. You put your hand near it and you can tell whether it's measuring temperature, but you don't know if cold is on the left or the right until you try a few things. So the smudged card problem, like how you are going to figure it out, like when you see it first, you guess the words, and after enough guessing, you get these two words. So basically, how the guessing reveals the spectrum, you type library, arrow, and the arrow goes far left. Something quiet is on the left. You type concert, arrow goes far right. Something loud is on the right. You type vacuum, arrow lands in the middle. Target zone. Sticker earned. You now know this spectrum is about noise. If you type the word noise, the smudge disappears and the card reveals itself. Typing the actual clue word equals card fully revealed. You don't need to reveal it, just hitting the target wins you sticker. Now we are going to see how can we solve the five spectrums. As you can see here, here are the five spectrums. Once they are revealed, let me walk through each one with examples so you can understand how someone would figure them out. Spectrum 1, quiet versus loud. You might start typing things and notice that quiet things go left and noisy things go right. Type library goes left, type drums goes right. Type vacuum cleaner lands in the middle. That's your sticker for spectrum 1. Spectrum 2 starts with A versus starts with Z. So this one is alphabetical. Words starting with the letter A go to the left. Words starting with the letters near Z go to the right. So apple goes left, zebra goes right. Something in the middle, like like a word starting with M or N, hits the target. Now the spectrum 3, not in a kitchen versus in a kitchen. That's something that belongs in a kitchen, microwave, chef, fridge, and the arrow goes right. That's something that has nothing to do with the kitchen, elephant, car, mountain, and it goes left. So now we will see Spectrum 4. Fruits versus vegetables. Fruits on one side, vegetables on the other. But the clever part, the target is right in the middle. So you need something controversial. Is it a fruit or a vegetable? Tomato, avocado. Those land right in the target zone. Spectrum 5, cold versus hot. Cold things go left, hot things go right. Ice goes far left, fire goes far right. Something in between, like warm bath or soup, hits the target. As you can see here on the right side of the screen, when someone typed vegetable into spectrum 4, the card fully revealed itself, showing fruits on one side and vegetables on the other. The smudge lifted. As you can see here on the screen, every time you hit the target zone on a spectrum, the robot gets happy and gives you a sticker. The stickers appear at the top of the screen. The 5 stickers you earn are a radio, the letter X, a microwave, and an orange, and a sun. Now, these stickers feel like fun little rewards at first, but look at them again. Radio, X, microwave, orange, sun. These are not random, but we will come back to that in a moment. Once you collect all 5 stickers, something new unlocks on screen. A sixth puzzle appears. The sixth puzzle unlocks, and as you can see here on the screen, the sixth puzzle is completely different. Unlike the first 5, this clue card is not smushed. You can read it straight away. It says short and weak on one side and long and strong on the other. Short and weak versus long and strong. What could that mean? Now, look at your 5 stickers one more time. Radio, X, microwave, orange, sun. Do you see it yet? Radio waves, X-rays, microwaves, visible light, orange color. Orange is a color of visible light, sunlight. So these are all types of electromagnetic waves. They are all parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, the spectrum of light. And what does the electromagnetic spectrum measure? It goes from short, powerful wavelengths on one end, like X-rays, to long, weaker wavelengths on the other end, like radio waves. Short and weak, long and strong. This sixth puzzle is the electromagnetic spectrum. So your 5 stickers and then all are like classified on the electromagnetic spectrum. Here you can see on the right we have short plus strong wavelengths, and here we have X-ray, and on the right side we have long plus weak. So there we have like microwave, radio waves. So the target zone lands here in the middle between visible light and microwave. So now, let's see how we are going to find the answer. So as you can see here on the screen, when you type your sticker words like radio, X, microwave, orange, or sun into the sixth puzzle, they all land somewhere on the spectrum, as you can see here, but none of them hit the target exactly. So you need to think about where the target actually is. The target sits between visible light, which orange and sun represent, and a microwave. That zone between visible light and microwave is called infrared. Infrared is the type of light you can't see with your eyes, but you can feel as warmth. Your TV remote uses it, night vision cameras use it, and heat lamps also use it. So you type infrared into the sixth puzzle and it lands right in the target zone. The robot is happy, you win, and the final answer is infrared. Now, as you can see here on the screen, we have few funny answers. Here's a behind the scenes looked at the puzzle creators share. The whole game was secretly powered by an AI. When you typed a word, an AI decided where it went on the spectrum, even gave a reason why. Now look at these funny examples. Someone typed Smurfit into the quiet versus loud spectrum. The AI gave it a noise score of 10 and explained Smurfit is generally quiet and not associated with loudness. Completely fair. Someone typed Green Hulk into the first versus vegetable spectrum. The AI said Green Hulk suggests a strong green vegetable character, like broccoli. Vegetables score of 80. Then someone typed licking nukes into the quiet versus loud spectrum, and the score was like 90. The AI explained nukes are associated with very loud explosions, also completely correct. And someone tried to be clever and typed all the sticker words together as one giant word: radio, microwave, orange, sun, X. The AI just returned a null score with no explanation. It gave up completely. The AI did not enjoy that one. And you can see here, like, um, now we will see that why everything is connecting here. Like now step back and look at the beauty of this whole puzzle. The game is called Wavelength. The five spectrums were noise, alphabet, kitchen, food versus vegetable, cold versus hot. You earn five stickers: radio, X, microwave, orange, sun. Those stickers are all types of waves on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is itself a spectrum of wavelengths. So the sixth and the final puzzle was literally about wavelengths, short and weak to long and strong. So the answer was infrared, a wavelength, the puzzle name, the game you played, and the stickers you earned. And the final answer were all pointing at the same thing the whole time. Wavelengths. That is genuinely elegant puzzle design. Now let's recap wavelength in 60 seconds. You open a web app and play a guessing game with a robot. There are five spectrums, but the clue cards are all blacked out. You type in words, watch where they land on the dial to figure out what each spectrum is measuring. The five spectrums are quiet versus loud, alphabetical A to Z, not in a kitchen versus in a kitchen, fruits versus vegetables, and cloud. And then the last one was the cold versus hot. Every time you hit the target on a spectrum, you earn a sticker. The five stickers are radio, X, microwave, orange, and sun, all types of electromagnetic waves. Once all five stickers are collected, a sixth puzzle unlocks. The card says short and weak versus long and strong. That's the electromagnetic spectrum. Your sticker words land near the target but don't quite hit it. The target sits between visible light and microwave on the electromagnetic spectrum. That zone is called infrared. Type infrared and you hit the target. And the final answer is infrared. A puzzle called Wavelength, answered with a wavelength.